our quads this week. Quads are really important for sitting, standing, walking, functioning our legs throughout, but also strengthening our quads also strengthens our knees. So I know a lot of people sort of struggle with squats. We have got a couple of squat exercises at the end, but there's a lot of different exercises throughout the session that we're going to be targeting our quads, which then can strengthen our knees. So, but first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with giving our feet that little bit of attention, just to loosen off our toes. We cram our feet in tight shoes all day, so we really need to keep our toes and our feet nice and mobile. Just using the bottom of your hand, or the bottom of your palm, just put it underneath your toes on both feet, and just ease them toes back on themselves. So you're just curling the toes, adding that little bit of pressure, feeling that stretch all the way underneath the feet into the arch. So nicely stretching out the arch of the foot as well. And then just add a little bit of pressure to the big toe and then the little toe, just rolling your hand backwards and forwards. Then going the opposite way. So same part of your hand, curl over. So we're rolling the toes over on themselves. So a nice stretch over the toes, loosening off through the joints. Brilliant, well done. And then when you're ready, we're going to place our feet at the bottom of the mat. So bring yourself at the bottom, so when you lay down, your head's not going to come off. Toes nice and wide, really spread those toes out. Feet hip width apart, and we want to think about that nice even pressure through our feet. So pressure into the big toe, pressure into the little toe, and into our heels. Ankles above our heels, we're going to hold on to the front of our knees, and we're going to stretch through the spine. So shoulders back, push the chest forward, sit up nice and tall. We're going to take an inhale through our nose. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale, we're going to curl through the spine, and we're going to slowly lower ourselves down onto the mat. But think about really articulating through the spine. So placing the pelvis down, then the middle part of the back, and then unfold across the shoulders. When you get down to the mat, get yourself nice and comfy, have a little wriggle around, bringing your feet in that little bit closer. Again, feet hip width apart and finding that nice even balance into your feet. We're going to start off with our pelvic alignment. So we're going to rotate our pelvis backwards and forwards to find that nice neutral spine. Palms facing down, relaxing in the shoulders. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, we're going to curl the pelvis round on itself. So we're going to slightly imprint our spine into the mat. And then we're going to inhale, and we're going to go the opposite way to create that nice little arch in our lower spine. And carrying on. So again, exhale, we come round, we imprint the spine, and then we're going to go into that nice inhale where we can feel that we're starting to stretch out that lower spine. And as we're rotating our pelvis backwards and forwards, I want you to pay attention to how the legs are responding to this rotation. So are they having a little bit of a wobble? We want to try and keep them nice and still, because as we're rotating through, if the pelvis is out of alignment, that may show effects in the legs as we pass backwards and forwards through this rotation. And also paying attention to how your body's engaging. What side of your body is dominating this move? If we're right-handed or left-handed, typically that's the side that's going to be leading the movement. So we want to just make sure that we're engaging evenly on both sides. We're going to go one more inhale and just take a moment to stretch out that lower spine, relaxing in the shoulders, feet are nice and flat. And then one more exhale, imprint the spine, nicely round, and let's find that halfway point. So we're just going to rotate the pelvis back and forth to where we think is that halfway line. But we're going to check with our fingers just under the curve of our back that we want to just be able to slide our hand underneath our curve of our back. And that's then going to create that nice neutral alignment. So then we're going to go on to lateral breathing, and we're going to place our hands on our lower rib cage, again relaxing the shoulders, feet nice and flat, fingers up, thumbs down, and we're going to inhale through our nose, and you're going to feel your rib cage opening up nice and wide, and then we exhale, the rib cage is going to close back in, And again, keep going with this breathing. And we want a nice big inhale, really wide in the rib cage. Exhale, rib cage closing back in. And as we inhale, our diaphragm is drawing down. So I want you to visualize that inhale coming to the back on the sides of the ribs. Then as we exhale, the diaphragm's coming up, and we're going to feel like we're going all the way to the end of the breath. That exhale's coming from the belly. Again, with that nice big inhale, widen the ribs. Exhale, coming from the belly. We're starting to draw that belly button down, and we're starting to engage through the transverse abdominis. Again, inhale, relax, nice and wide in the ribs. Exhale, drawing that belly button down, going all the way to the end of the breath, nice and strong. And again, nice big inhale. Exhale, draw that belly button down, engaging through that corset of muscles around our waist, the transverse abdominis, relax the shoulders. And then on our next exhale, we're going to include the pelvic floor. So we're going to draw that belly button down. We're going to lift the pelvic floor. It's that sensation of stopping yourself from going wee. We're connecting the core together. And then again, on that nice big inhale, relax. A couple more times, really feeling the difference between them two sections. Draw the belly button down, lift the pelvic floor as that hammock of muscles lower down, nice and strong, holding that core. And again, inhale, relax. On this next one, we're going to draw the belly button down, we're going to lift the pelvic floor, we're going to hold that contraction, and now let's go to normal breathing. So when the core is engaged and we're ready to do some movement, we're going to relax the shoulders. Our first exercise is a nice simple one. We're just going to do like a single bicycle leg. So we're going to just engage the core, keep that pelvis slightly imprinted into the mat, palms facing down. We're going to draw the right knee all the way in. We're going to feel that nice stretch through the hip. The leg is going to go up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to take that nice straight leg down to the mat. And then we're going to draw that leg back in, and we're going to go into that nice stretch into the hip and into the knee. The leg comes up into the air again. So we're doing a bicycle leg. We exhale as it comes down. We're going to inhale as we pull that leg back in. Nice and slow, controlled movements. Leg comes down. Again, keeping that nice and strong in the core. And we're going to inhale as the knee comes in and up. And exhale, bringing that down. Let's go 2 more times. Inhale, pull the knee in, and the leg goes up to the ceiling. And then exhale, keeping that nice and strong in the core, relaxing in the shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, we take the leg down. Let's go on to the other side. So bring that right leg to the bent position, nice and flat in the foot. Left knee is going to come in. We're going to inhale. We're going to draw that knee in. Nice stretch. Lift the leg, stretching out the hamstring. Slowly with control, keeping it in your core. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring that leg back in. Relax the shoulders. Leg goes up. Inhale. Good. Trying to take that leg all the way to the floor. Drawing it back in along the mat. And then up to the ceiling. So a nice bicycle action, keeping this nice and straight, maintaining a nice level pelvis. Inhale, come up. Exhale as that leg comes down. Nice and strong in the core, just making sure that we've got no arch in that lower back. Let's go 2 more. Exhale, we bring it down. Inhale, pull that back in. And up we go. 1 more, bringing it down and round. Draw that knee in, that nice motion all the way through the leg, and bringing both legs back to the bent knee position. Our next one is a single leg stretch. So we're going to be coming up into the crunch position. So we're going to bring the head and shoulders up. Inhale, exhale, up. We're going to bring the knees in, and we're going to extend the right leg out nice and long. We're going to place our right hand on our left knee and our left hand on our left ankle. So that's going to keep our legs tracking nice and straight. We're going to extend the leg out nice and straight. Now you decide what level, where you take that leg. The higher the leg, the easier, and then the more intense as the leg goes down. So we're going to inhale, We're going to exhale, we swap our hands over, so the right hand is on the ankle, the left hand is on the knee, the left leg is stretched out nice and long. Inhale, exhale. Let's swap that over again, so stretching the right leg out nice and long. Maintain that crunch position. Again, swap that over, working with your pattern of breathing. Inhale, exhale, and change. Inhale, exhale. Using that breath, extending the leg. Inhale, exhale. And let's go 3 more. Exhale, bringing that down. Maintain that crunch. 1 more. Well done. And placing the feet down. Arms overhead, legs out nice and long. Stretch through the body, lifting up the rib cage, really stretching out the abs. And take a nice deep inhale. Slowly release the exhale. Well done. Good. So our next exercise, we're going to do some bridge exercises now. So we're going to bring our feet in nice and close. Again, keeping their feet nice and level. We're going to go up and down in that bridge a couple of times to really articulate through the spine. Palms are facing down. Even pressure through the heels. Inhale through our nose. Exhale, curl the pelvis. And we're going to slowly peel the spine up off the mat, creating a nice straight line from the knees to hips and down to the shoulders. Now let's take that down. I want you to think about getting the back of the rib cage down first. The pelvis is still rotated. The middle of the back, and then unfold the pelvis. Up we go again. Exhale, we're pushing up into the top of that bridge. Squeezing the glutes. Don't over push that bridge. Just keeping that nice straight line. Now let's bring that back down. Back of the ribs. Curve of the back, unfold the pelvis. On this next one, we're going to stay up into the bridge position. And then we're going to do some heel lifts. So get your feet nice and comfy. Get yourself in a nice balanced position. And we're going to try and maintain a level pelvis. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to lift up both heels onto the tiptoes. And inhale, bring that down. Again, exhale, we come up onto the tiptoes. Inhale down, thinking about how straight we're moving through them ankles. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, up. Inhale, slowly break down. Good. Exhale, coming up onto the tiptoes. We're feeling this now in the front of the quads. Keeping them glutes engaged. The core is nice and strong, so we're not overloading the hamstrings. Exhale, coming up onto the tiptoes. Inhale, bring that down. 2 more. Exhale, come up. Inhale, nice and straight. Maintain them hips up. Last one. And bring the heels down. Maintain their bridge position. We're going to take our arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to slowly lower our hips down just halfway. And then exhale, push back up again. Let's do 8 of these. So we're going to inhale halfway down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. That's 2. 3, really using our breath. 4, nice flat feet, even pressure through. 5, inhale down. Last one, exhale, pushing up into the bridge. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to place the arms back down. We're going to take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, up. And now we're going to do a curtsy with this. So we're going to bring that leg down and we're going to thread it under the other leg, bringing the hips back down, opening up that right knee, so opening up the hip. Now we're going to push up into the bridge, and as we do, we're going to extend that leg back up towards the ceiling and stretch. Now bring that back down again. Inhale, we tuck the leg underneath, a curtsy, and then exhale, we're pushing up towards the ceiling. Keep that core nicely engaged. Inhale, and also I want you to try and maintain that left leg nice and straight. So don't let it wobble too much. Inhale, we bring that down. Exhale, we're going to push up. Let's swap the legs over. So still keep them hips up into the bridge. Take the left leg up into the air. And then we're going to bring that down. Cross it underneath the right leg. Bring the hips down, opening up the hip. And then exhale, we reach the leg back up. Keep this going. So thread the leg underneath. Keep the core engaged. Exhale. Stretch the leg up. We're really using this right quad to bring this bridge back up to the top. Exhale up. Inhale. Bringing that down. We've got 2 more. Exhale. Extend. Inhale. Thread under. 1 more. Exhale. Come up. And bringing it under for the last one. And finish it up with the leg. And then bring that back down. Let's unfold this bridge. So we're going to bring the rib cage down, the curve of the spine, and then unfold through the pelvis. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. We're just going to stretch out them hamstrings and then glutes. Take a nice deep inhale. Slowly release the exhale. Well done. Let's go 1 more. Nice big inhale. And slowly release the exhale. Well done. Good. Okay, so let's rock ourselves up to a seated position. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring ourselves up to our balanced seat. Just hold that balance. Well done. Good. Placing the feet down. Going on to our side line now. We're going to be up onto our elbow. I'm on my right side. Our bottom leg is nice and straight. Our top leg is nice and straight as well. And we're going to be bringing our left hand onto our ear. So we're going to keep our body nice and straight while we're up onto our elbow. Just making sure that that elbow is below the shoulders so we're not leaning over or too far out. We've got it nicely balanced. Relax the shoulders back. And what we're going to do, we're going to be bringing this knee up nice and high. So really mobilising through the hip. But I want you to almost feel like we're crunching that up. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring that knee up nice and high. And then we're going to extend it out to about hip width distance. Core is nice and strong. Exhale, we bring the knee through. Inhale, we're going to lengthen that leg out. Let's go 6 more. Exhale, bring that knee in. Inhale, nice and straight. Try and maintain a nice parallel movement to the floor. Squeezing that knee in. Exhale, we come out. Well done. Relaxing in the shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to go 2 more. Exhale, bring this in. Inhale, out. 1 more. Core nice and strong. Holding that balance. Well done. Good. And extend out. Now we're going to place that foot behind the bottom leg. We're up onto the tiptoe. We're going to push up into a nice side plank. So we're going to mostly focus on using this back leg. Okay, so when we're ready, we'll touch the ear, and as we go up, we're going to reach up towards the ceiling. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to push up, pushing in that back leg. Up to the top and inhale, bring that down. Keep it going. Up we go again. Exhale, using that back leg to push us up. Inhale, bring us down. Exhale, squeezing the glutes behind. Inhale, down. 3 more to go. Exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Core is nice and strong. Inhale, down. Using that back leg. Knees pointing up. Exhale, push. Inhale, down. We've got 1 more. Exhale, use the back leg, core strong, and inhale, bring that down. And also we can feel that in the shoulder as well. So on to the other side, where we're just going to do our knee lifts. So we're laying nice and straight. We've got our elbow below our shoulder. We're keeping them hips nice and stacked. Relax the top shoulder, just touching onto the ear. When we're ready, we're going to bring the top knee in, so nice and high, really crunch that knee in and then extend it out to about hip width distance. Core is strong. We exhale, we bring in, really stretching through into the hip. Inhale out. Exhale, pull this back in. Inhale out. Now we can always adapt these exercises with some leg weights or some bands. Inhale, bring out. Well done. Relaxing in the top shoulder. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, nice parallel movement to the floor. Exhale, come in. Inhale, let's go 1 more. Exhale, nice and strong through that movement. Inhale, stretching that out. Bring that top foot, or top leg, back behind, onto our tiptoe. And again, we're going to push up into that side plank. So we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale, we're pushing in that back leg. We're going to push up, reach towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring that back down. I want you to be pushing through this back leg. Exhale, we reach up, squeeze the bottom behind. Inhale, bring that down. We've got 4 more. Exhale, push. Using that breath. Inhale, bring it down. 3 to go. Exhale, reach, squeeze the bottom behind. Inhale, down. Last 2. Exhale, use that back leg. Up we go. Inhale, down. Last 1. Exhale, push. Inhale, bring that down. Well done. Good. Just give them shoulders a nice roll. So loading up onto the shoulders with our body weight. And we feel that in the shoulders quite a bit. Okay, right. This is a bit of a challenge one. So what we're going to do, we're going to come on to our knees. And we're going to be doing some, what I've called, some sits. So we've got our knees about hip width apart. We're going to bring our arms just in front. And we're just going to, as if we're going to sit back onto our heels. And then we're going to bring that back up. So you're adjusting how far you can come down. If you can't quite make all that into the knees, just take that range of movement a little bit smaller. And then we're going to inhale, come down. We're slightly leaning back into that movement. Exhale, we're pushing up. We're going to do 1 more. Inhale, we're sitting back into our heels. Exhale, come up. This time we're going to come down about halfway. Now our pelvic curls, I want us to rotate our pelvis. Tuck the tailbone under. Now bring that back out to neutral. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, 1 more. Exhale, tuck under. Inhale, back. Bring it up. Let's go 4 more sits. So inhale, slightly leaning back. Exhale, pushing up. Inhale, relaxing in the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze the bottom, bring us back up. We've got 2 more. Inhale, slightly sit back. Exhale, up, relax the shoulders. 1 more, then we're going to do 4 more pelvic curls. Exhale, bring up. Let's go halfway back. So we're going to bring that back. We're going to tuck the pelvis under. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. And 4. Well done. Bringing that up. Wow, that was a killer into the quads. But well done. So, on to our next one, which is bear. So, bear, we know, can target the quads quite a bit. So, but as long as we're getting that into the right position. So, just a quick demo with our bear. So, we're going to turn the toes back on themselves. Our knees are below our hips and our hands are below our shoulders. And all we're going to do, we're not straightening through the legs. We're just going to be bringing the knees just hovering off of the mat. And our back is still nice in neutral. And we're going to do some heel kicks. So we're going to do some donkey kicks for this. So we're going to bring the right foot up towards the ceiling and bring that back down. So when you're ready with me, so we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, we're going to lift up into bear. We're going to inhale, core is nice and strong. We're going to exhale, we're going to take the right foot up. We're going to do 4 of these. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change it over to the other side. So place the foot down, off we go. Core is strong, nice neutral spine, keeping them knees under. 2, 3, squeezing in the glutes, and 4. From here, we're going to rock the bottom back on itself. Take it deeper into that bear. Now bring it back to the hips are above the knees. So we're going to inhale, we're going to take the hips back. Exhale, we come forward. We've got 2 more. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, core is strong, spine is neutral. The last one, inhale back. Exhale forward. Bring that down. Well done. And just pop your bottom back on your heels. Just take a nice little stretch. Lean that back. Bring the hips forward. Nice stretch into the quads. Take a nice deep inhale. And slowly release the exhale. Well done. Good. So finishing off with a couple of squat exercises. I know sort of some people struggle a bit with their squats, but if you can, it'll be really good. But if not, obviously there's lots of different exercises through there that you felt that target can quads quite well. So first of all, we're going to do a squat hold with some heel lifts. So I'm going to come on side view so you can just see where we're going with that squat. So let's do a couple of squats just to warm up. And so we're going to inhale, we're going to come down. So don't let the knees pass the toes and the bottom goes back. We're going to exhale, we're going to bring that up. So feet are just about hip width apart. Again, inhale, bring the arms forward, nice and straight through the back. Exhale, we bring that up. On this next one, we're going to stay down. So we're going to inhale, we're going to come down. We're going to exhale, we're going to come up onto our toes. And then we're going to drop them heels back down, staying in this squat. Exhale. Inhale, bring the heels down. Let's go. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. We've got two more. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, down. One more. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Oh, find the energy. Bring that back up. Woo! Well done. Okay, finishing off with a curtsy lunge. So we're with a curtsy lunge. What we're going to do, we're going to step back and so you can bring your foot into the middle of the mat. As we step back, we're slightly coming across. And when we drop down into that lunge, we want to make sure that the knee's below the hip and also that front knee isn't passing the front toe, okay? We're going to do a couple of pulses. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to push forward into Superman. So we're going to reach forward, extend the leg behind, squeeze the glute. Now step back into that curtsy lunge where the foot is slightly over. We're going to drop down into that lunge. We're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push forward into Superman. Reach the arms forward. Extend the leg. Core is nice and strong. One more round. Drop the leg down slightly over. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finishing off. Inhale, reach through. Extend the leg. Well done. Other side. We've got two sides. Okay, so now bringing that right foot forward. We're going to bring the right foot into the centre. So then as we take that left foot back, we're bringing that slightly over to the right side. So when we're ready, so we're going to inhale. We're going to take that foot back. We're going to bring it down. We're going to pulse. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now push it forward. Inhale, reach. Find your balance, engage your core, squeeze the glute behind. Step back into the curtsy. Now drop down. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push forward, find your balance. Engage your core, stretch through. Back down again. We've got one more round. We're going to go 1, 2, relax the shoulders. 3, 4, bring it out. Final stretch, squeeze the glutes. Well done. Woo, that was a good one. Okay, so let's go through our stretch routine. Bring yourself to the beginning of your mat again. Sitting up nice and tall, holding on to the front of your knees. Elongate the spine. Inhale through your nose, shoulders back. Exhale, we curl through the spine slowly with control. We're bringing this down. We place the pelvis down, the middle part of the back, Unfold through the shoulders. And then when you get down to the mat, have a nice little wriggle around to get comfy. We're going to bring our feet in really, really, really close this time. Knees go out to the side, soles of the feet together. And what we want to make sure is that we haven't got too much of an arch in that lower back. So we're just going to tuck the pelvis back, keeping that spine nicely in neutral. Place the hands on the inner thighs, drop the shoulders back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, breathe into that stretch and feel like the body's deflating, going all the way to the end of the breath. Add a little bit of pressure to the knees. And again, nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale, feel like the body's deflating. Relax the shoulders, add a little bit of pressure to the thighs. And then when you're ready, engage your core. We're going to bring the knees up. We're going to tuck the pelvis. We're going to bring the knees into the chest. We're going to squeeze the knees into the chest, drop the shoulder blades back, and inhale, slightly release. Go again, exhale, squeeze the knees. We want to try and think back. We're trying to get the back of the hips off the mat. Inhale, slightly release. And then if you want to take that stretch a little bit deeper, take the knees a bit wider. And again, exhale, curl the knees round on themselves. Nice stretch into the hips. Inhale, release. One more, exhale, squeeze, trying to get the back of the hips off. And inhale, release. Open the knees up fully, reach through to the ankles, taking the feet up towards the ceiling, lock the elbows into the knees, and now try and draw the ankles down to the floor. So just add that bit of pressure, feel that stretch into the hips. Take a nice deep inhale, slowly release the exhale. And then we're going to go on to straight legs. So we're going to hold on to the big toes. We're going to let the legs hang out to the side, relaxing through the shoulders. Again, nice big inhale. Slowly release the exhale. And if you want, give that little bit of a rock from side to side. So a nice little massage across the middle part of the back, but holding your balance. And then when you're ready, release the feet, bringing the feet back down. And then we're going to slightly shift the hips over to the left. And we're going to let the knees drop over to the right. And we're going to keep rolling on that right hip, trying to get that left knee all the way over to the floor. Try and get that knee up nice and high. We can use that right hand. Open up the left arm behind you, looking over the shoulder. Inhale through your nose. And slowly release the exhale. Good. One more nice big inhale. Slowly release the exhale, and as you get to the end of that breath, you'll feel that stretch going through into the hip, into the rib cage. And then when you're ready, engage your core. We're going to bring the knees back together. We're going to lift up the knees, and then we're going to bring the hips back into centre. Have a little wriggle, get nice and straight. Hips go over to the right, and then with the knees are going to drop over to the left, rolling on that left hip. Get that right knee up nice and high. Open up the right arm behind you, looking over the shoulder. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Feel that stretch travel through the hip and into the rib cage. And again, one more time. Nice big inhale. And slowly release the exhale. Well done. And then engaging your core. Bringing your nose back together, tuck your pelvis. We're going to lift the knees back up to centre. Hips are coming back into centre. Have a nice little wiggle, get straight. We're going to roll ourselves up to that balanced seat again. So we're going to bring them knees in, engage your core. We're going to inhale, exhale, tuck the chin, and up we come. Hold that balance. And then we're going to put the right foot behind the left foot, and we're going to place the feet down. And then we're going to put the left hand behind, the right knee goes out to the side, the left knee is pointing up, the left hand comes behind us, we're going to push the chest forward, we're going to rotate the shoulders to the left, I'm going to put the hand on the knee, or try and get that onto the other side to increase that rotation round. Sit up nice and tall, inhale through your nose. Exhale, deflate the body but hold your frame, shoulders back, and release. And then swap this around. So we've got the left foot behind the right foot. We're going to put the right hand behind us. We're going to push the chest forward. We're going to rotate the shoulders, either hand on knee, or try and get that onto the other side. Increase that rotation. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Well done. And release. And then we're going to swivel this round into child's pose. So we're going to take the knees nice and wide. We're going to try and keep our bottom on our heels. Shoulders are back. Nice proud chest. And we're going to walk this forward, bringing our chest down towards the mat. Arms have gone nice and straight out along the mat. Forehead down. Take a nice big inhale. Slowly release the exhale. And again, a couple more nice big breaths. Well done. And then when you're ready, walking the hands back in, bringing the chest back up. We're going to bring the knees back into hip width, coming up onto all fours. We're going to go into cat-cow, so the belly goes down, tailbone up, shoulders back, looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Now start the movement with your pelvis. Tuck the pelvis under, flow that through the middle of the spine, across the shoulders, and bring the head under. Exhale, stretching across the shoulder blades. And now again, starting with the pelvis. Rotate the pelvis back. The belly comes down, the shoulders go back. We're going to look up, we're going to inhale. Keep this movement nice and straight. One more time, tuck the pelvis. Lifting through the shoulders. Exhale, under. One more time, inhale, pelvis goes back nice and straight. Flow that through the body. Looking up, inhale. Let's find neutral, so rotate the pelvis back to neutral, through into the spine. The right hand comes into the centre. The left arm is going to scoop up towards the ceiling. We're going to reach through the fingertips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, we're going to thread this under and bring the shoulder down. The right arm is going to stretch up along the mat, nice and straight, and then we're going to roll that hand inwards, so onto the back of the hand. Inhale. Slowly release the exhale. Roll the hand back, draw the hand in and lift up the shoulder. Onto the other side, so left hand centre. Right arm is going to scoop up towards the ceiling, reach through the fingers, opening up the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, thread under, bring the shoulder down. Stretch the left arm up along the mat and roll the hand inwards. It's going to increase the stretch in the shoulder. Inhale. Slowly release the exhale. Roll the hand back, draw the hand in and lift up the shoulder. And then we're going to go spider hands, so up onto our fingertips. And we're going to be bringing this left foot forward in between the hands. So when we're ready, we're going to inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, we're going to step through. We're going to lean into that knee, shoulders back. Inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to push into this front leg, engage the hamstring. We're going to lift up the chest. The right arm is going to come all the way over and find the thigh. The left arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, stretch through the fingers. Exhale, circle the hands back round, and then take the hips back and lifting up the toes. And we're going to give that foot a bit of a wiggle from side to side. And then we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring that foot out to the right side. Keep your weight in your hands. We're going to come forward onto the knee. Support yourself in your arms as you slide your right leg back, sitting deeper into that stretch. Keep your weight over your foot, and we're going to fold this forward. Now you come forward wherever you feel comfortable. If you can, bring your forehead down, arms out nice and long. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, breathing into this hip. Go really heavy. Well done. And again, nice big inhale. Exhale, visualize that breath going into the hip. Go heavy through the body. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift up the head. We're going to bring the elbows back in, up onto the hands, where you lift yourself up to draw your leg in behind. And then we're going to release that front leg. Now onto the other side. We're on our spider hands. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, step through with the right foot. Lean into the knee, shoulders back. Nicely balanced in that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, push into the front leg. We're going to lift up. The left arm comes over. The right arm comes up. We're going to inhale. We're going to stretch through the fingers. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to circle the hands back round. Take the hips back and lifting up the toes. And then wiggle that front foot. Inhale. Exhale, bring that foot out to the left. Support yourself in your arms as you bring your knee down. And then slide the leg back behind, keeping your weight over your foot. Folding forward, relaxing in the shoulders. And again, nice big inhale. Slowly release the exhale. And again, nice big inhale. Visualize that breath going into the hip, go nice and heavy, relax the shoulders. And then when you're ready, lifting up your head. Bring your elbows back in, up onto your hands, lift yourself up, draw the leg in behind and release the front leg. We're going up into downward dog, so flat hands, turn the toes back. We're going to inhale, exhale, we're going to push up into our downward dog. We're going to bend one knee and lean into the opposite hip. And paddle, paddle, paddle through those heels. Trying to get them heels down towards the mat. Stretching out those hamstrings and then calves. And then when you're ready, we're going to try and get both heels down. We're going to push our hands away and try and push our chest down towards our toes. Now let's see if we can try and turn that tailbone up. And then we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to walk it out to plank. And then we're going to lower this down nice and slowly. So inhale, exhale, slowly, 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 slowly. You can come down onto your knees. We arrive. Turn your toes back. We either go Sphinx or Cobra. Inhale, exhale. We're coming up with the chest. We're going to look towards the ceiling. Inhale, let your body sink through your arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring that back down. Turn the toes back. We're going to lift up this plank. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. Don't leave the hips behind. Up we come. Inhale back to downward dog. Walk it back. Push back into the heels. We're going to be stepping forward with that left foot. So we can come up onto those spider hands again. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift the heels. We're going to ripple through the body and step it through. Sink the hips. Nice straight back leg. Shoulders back. We're going to be bringing up the chest. So balance yourself. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to be lifting up the chest. We're going to reach towards the ceiling. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hands down. Step back into downward dog. Push back. Right foot comes forward. Inhale, exhale, step. Nice straight back leg. Sit deep into them hips. You can put your knee down. We're going to inhale. We're going to exhale. We're going to push into the heel. Engage the hamstring. Up we come. Reach through the fingers. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, down. Step forward. And then we're going to wiggle the toes out. So the toes are off and the heels are on. Nice straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, bottom comes down, elbows going into the knees, sit deep into that squat, hands together, looking up, shoulders back, inhale, stretch, exhale, hands down, bottom up, wiggle the feet back into hip width. We're going to let the arms hang over, let the upper body hang. We're going to inhale, we're going to come round to the right, we're going to pull the left hip back, exhale, centre. Inhale, round to the left, pull the right hip back. Exhale, centre. Let's slowly bring this up on the inhale. Keep the shoulders rounded. Exhale, roll the shoulders, come up onto the tiptoes, open the arms all the way to the end of the breath. Hold your balance. Well done. Good. Excellent. Well done, everyone.